today on Rappler. The SC upholds the validity of former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV's amnesty. The Supreme Court overturns another Duterte-era policy on heinous crimes convicts. Taiwan condemns China as shameless after Beijing thanked the world for its concern over a major earthquake on the island. The Philippine National Museum assures Cebuanos contested pulpit panels will be returned. And Filipino weightlifting star Hidilyn Diaz misses the chance to return to the Olympics for the 5th straight time. The Supreme Court upholds the validity of former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV's amnesty. In a decision penned by Associate Justice Maria Filomena Singh, the SC Bank rules that former President Rodrigo Duterte's Proclamation No. 527, which revoked the former senator's amnesty, was unconstitutional. The High Court explains that a sitting president cannot revoke a granted amnesty without Congress's concurrence. In 2018, Duterte signed a proclamation revoking the amnesty given to Trillanes by late former President Benigno Aquino III in 2010. The order also granted amnesty to others involved in the Oakwood Mutiny in 2003 and the Manila Peninsula Incident in 2007.
Precedent setting siya at magiging part na siya ng jurisprudence moving forward na nailagay sa lugar yung pag-aabuso ng isang presidente.
The Supreme Court overturns another Duterte-era policy and rules persons convicted of heinous crimes are still entitled to the good conduct time allowance. The SC en banc rules the Justice Department exceeded its power of subordinate legislation when it excluded persons convicted of heinous crimes from benefiting from the GCTA law. The GCTA law was quietly made retroactive in June 2019, which was why thousands of longtime convicts serving their sentences were lined up to be released early. One of the beneficiaries set to be released in 2019 was the late convicted murderer and rapist Antonio Sanchez. Former President Rodrigo Duterte appeased public outrage by calling on all GCTA-released heinous crime convicts to return to prison. Then DOJ Secretary Menardo Guevara amended the law's IRR to exclude persons convicted of heinous crimes from the benefits. Taiwan condemns China as shameless after Beijing's deputy ambassador to the United Nations thanked the world for its concern about a strong earthquake on the island. On Wednesday, a magnitude 7.2 earthquake hit eastern Taiwan, killing 10 people. China claims democratically governed Taiwan as its own territory and also claims the right to speak for it on the international stage. In a UN meeting, China's Deputy Permanent Representative to the UN, Geng Shuang, comments about the quake, saying China is concerned about the damage and has expressed condolences and offered aid. Taiwan's foreign ministry expresses anger at the remarks and says the act shows China has no goodwill towards Taiwan. Taiwan's government has already thanked governments and leaders around the world for their messages of concern and offers of support, including the United States, the island's most important international supporter. The National Museum of the Philippines says the 4 panels from the Heritage Church of Bolhoon in southern Cebu will be returned. The issue of ownership, however, will be settled separately. NMP Director General Jeremy Barnes says the pulpit panels were not stolen from the Bolhoon Church, rather they were sold by the parish priest. He adds Cebu Archbishop Jose Palma didn't say the panels were stolen, quote, "It's just there's no record of any authorization to sell them." Barnes says he is looking for a win-win solution to the issue. Barnes adds the NMP has to assess whether it's best to install the panels on the pulpit or keep them in the parish museum while a perfect reproduction can be installed on the pulpit. Filipino weightlifting superstar Hidilyn Diaz misses the chance to return to the Olympics for the 5th straight edition, but the Filipino weightlifting star says she plans to keep going. In an interview with the International Weightlifting Federation, Hidilyn says, quote, "Paris was not to be," but she adds she loves the sport and doesn't want to stop. Diaz recorded a 222-kilogram total lift to settle for 11th place in the women's 59-kilogram class of the IWF World Cup in Phuket, Thailand, the last qualifier for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Instead, Elrin Ando will carry the flag in the 59-kilogram division in Paris. The 25-year-old Cebuana finished 7th in the World Cup with a total lift of 228 kilograms, well inside the top 10 Olympic qualification cutoff. Elreen beats her previous best lift of 222 kilograms she set in the World Weightlifting Championships in 2023. And that's today's wrap. I'm Cara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.